This isn't 1925. It's not a history lesson. It's right now, and it's happening in Missouri. A group called Return to the Land, a so-called private membership community, is trying to expand into the state. On the surface, they talk about ancestral values and traditional living. But you look closer, and you'll see exactly what this is. It's a whites-only community. There's no diversity, no inclusion, not even Jewish people are allowed in. They already have land in northeast Arkansas, and now they're looking to set up shop in Missouri. And their founders say they've already talked to attorneys who believe they have a legal argument for all of this, based on quote-unquote freedom of association, which means they're ready to take this to the courts. And with the current makeup of the United States Supreme Court, that should concern everybody. Because if they win, that sets the stage for more of these communities. More modern segregation, fully legal, state by state. One of their recruiting videos shows a bunch of guys doing pull-ups in the woods, chopping trees, talking about building a future. They frame it as safety, family, and tradition. But what they really mean is, as long as everyone looks like them, they're fine with it. This is how it starts. They find a legal loophole, claim it's about culture, and hope the courts give them cover. So, Missouri, are we going to let this happen? Because if we don't speak up now, this doesn't end here. It spreads. Call your lawmakers. Share this story. Let Missouri be the line in the sand.
What's up, taters? This is Tree from treeofalogic.com, and like I said on my live stream yesterday, because you're going to see this video on Monday, I do a live stream where I'm in front of the camera every Sunday, and I said I was going to do a reaction on the all-white community. Now, this video is going to be different than other reactions. Instead of me showing reactions from black TikTokers, I'm going to show reactions from only white TikTokers, because it's just going to prove my point on why I don't think a community like this will be successful. The Amish community is growing, it's thriving. As a matter of fact, I look up their population and it has doubled. But what's different between the Amish and this community? A whole lot. It's not that I don't want it to last. Okay, I want white people to have their own place where they could just be exclusively them, because for how many years, especially when Obama has been in office, black people have excluded whites out of their spaces. But let's go ahead and look at this. And I also want to show like their biggest enemy to this even succeeding is other white people. It's not going to be other blacks. And that's what I keep telling people, and hopefully some of you will understand. Your race, members of your own race, are your biggest enemies, okay? So I know black people are constantly blaming white people for whatever reason, them being broke, them having a whole bunch of, kids out of wedlock, for them going to jail. They blame whitey, the white man, when they're the reason why they're in the situation, okay? I said this before and I'll say it again. I don't have an arsenal in this house for white people. Nope. I don't. It's only for black men. Black men, I have an arsenal here for them. Not even black women, black men. So let's be clear. And when it comes to the white race, you have a lot of people within your own race that are rooting against you. And that is the reason why I went and got a lot of these crazy left-wing, white guilt, self-hating white TikTokers who are actually like calling for things that happen against this group of people. It's going to blow your mind. But let me just go ahead and read this, and then we're going to go into the good stuff, okay? So here we have whites only community plotting expansion to another state as its effort to build a white nation continue. A far-right ethno-nationalist group that has set up a whites-only community. Why do they have whites-only in quotations? Community in a remote part of Ozarks in eastern Arkansas is reportedly exploring the possibility of expanding north into Missouri. Yo, first of all, can I say this? Who wants to live out in the boondocks? Like, they're out in a remote area where it looks like it's part of the early 1900s. And I'm like, do they got running water out there? Do they have electricity? I think they do. But it's so rural that I don't understand the people that are outraged. You don't want to live out there. I don't want to live out there. I'm so happy that they want to live out in a place so far away, and that it's just like, ugh. I mean, it's not attractive to anybody. So I'm like, why y'all mad? Why why? Yeah, I don't want to live out there. I'm not going to read the rest of this because there's some video footage I want to react to. So I'll leave this link in the description box. So if you want to go ahead and read through this, you can. But like I said, I wouldn't. People who are getting mad about this, I don't know why you're getting mad. You don't want to live like this, and you definitely don't want to live in the area where they live in. So why be mad? I just don't understand. Let white people have their own thing. I don't even like these type of particularly white people. When a group of whites play victim and say, we're so oppressed because of the Jews, you lost me. You lost me. I think you're one of the inferiors who are descendants of inbreeding. And I'm thinking like, okay, you are not of the powerful whites, the strong whites, the mighty whites, the intelligent whites. You're part of the ones that were descendants of siblings. I never seen great warriors, white warriors, blame a very small minority of why they don't have control of the educational system. Give me a break. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at some of this here. And I'm going to go ahead and react to it. So I want you to react with me. So let's go ahead and watch this.
A seemingly bucolic and sometimes surreal experience. But this is built on a radical modern premise, made possible because of a new political and technological moment.
Do I hate these? So when I saw this, I said, oh no, are they connected to the Fed group? I'm just saying, I wouldn't trust no one. If you're white and you're for your people, I support that. I'm for that. But being associated with these clowns, ain't no good gonna come for that.
One with strong ties to the most active far-right groups in the US. Instead of taking to the streets, they are building their own, for generations to come.
It's important for me to do this for my ancestors, my friends, my family, my children, my children's children.
And she got crazy eyes. Did y'all see that? Like, hold on. When I look at her, I go, crazy eyes, the same crazy eyes you see in those liberal feminists that start screaming into the camera when Trump won. She has the crazy eyes, dude. She has the crazy eyes. So my question is, if she doesn't get along with the other women, how y'all gonna handle that? I'm just saying.
For my ancestors, my friends, my family, my children, my children's children.
You want a white nation? Build a white town. It can be done, and we're doing it.
It is an extreme view.
Who wants to live here? Who wants to live there? Like, look at this. Look at all this water. It's dirty. It's dirt roads. And look, I just see nothing but mosquitoes and insects and crocodiles. And who wants to live there? Why are you guys getting upset? Like, I'm just, why? Why? I would not want to live here.
But it draws on more familiar arguments. That mass immigration is out of control, that Western societies are in danger of losing their fundamental character as a result.
So one of the arguments here is that this isn't about persecution of an ethnic identity, but protection of an ethnic identity, and that identity happens to be white. So we're going here now up into these pretty remote woods.
Look at all that woods. Look at, I mean, I'm not even paying attention to him. I'm looking at him still on the dirt road, going through all those woods. Like, dude, no, I don't understand why people are upset that they want to live out here. Let them do it for
To
real.
really put that to the test.
We are driving deep into the Ozark Mountains. The group's leaders are not from Arkansas, and they've chosen these remote parts for a reason.
Hey, Eric.
He insists what he is doing here is entirely legal, and that's key, because if it is, it could be a blueprint for many other communities to come.
Welcome to the Ozarks.
Thank you very much.
What we've done here is establish a place where we have control over who our neighbors are, and that is just for the sake of preserving, our culture.
And that culture, effectively, we're saying this is a white culture, a whites-only place.
White American culture. Yeah, not just white, but white American.
But what this sounds like is bringing back segregation. Is that a fair assessment?
Well, it's free association. So we're not trying to keep other people down. This is a small settlement in the middle of the Ozarks.
He ain't lying. Black people don't want to live out here. Hispanic, that's what I'm saying. You gotta understand, like, who really want to live out there except for them. Let them do it. I really don't understand. Black people segregate all the time. How many times did we hear during the hype of Black Lives Matter, this is a safe space for black people only? Like, black people are quick to sit up here and tell white people they are not allowed, and white people can't come to the cookout, and white people cannot come here into this classroom or into this social studies. Remember they blocked off an entire study room at some prestigious college and said this is a safe space for people of color, particularly black people, and white people are not allowed. So when white people actually do the same thing, they want to yell racism. They want to sit up here and say white supremacy, Nazi, and all this other stuff. But it's okay for other races. And I'm just going to say, let me just say the quiet power out loud. It's okay for black people to do it, not white people. Listen, I never believed that the white man's ice is cooler. And this is an example of that.
You don't let everyone into your home.
160 acres taking shape, forest cleared, roads laid, cabins built. Around 40 people live here.
Now, here's the thing. I'm going to stop it right here. I did a video about 4 years ago about two black women who took on a really bad plot of land in Georgia, and they were going to turn it into a American Wakanda, and I clowned them. Let me see if I can find the video. Here we go. And if I can remember, I'm going to put this video in the description box. This was I called it Wakanda, Georgia. And I clowned these women. I clowned them big time. I was like, I know y'all not thinking y'all gonna make an exclusive all black town. Please watch this video. But to summarize this video, these black women are real estate agents, and they purchase land dirt cheap. There's no sewage. There's no plumbing. There's no electricity. And right now it's inhabitable. And here it is 4 years later. There's still no one living on that land. And I told that heifer, this one right here. Which one right here? This one right here. I said, because I can drive up there. It's just an hour away. Okay. I said, I'm going to come up there one day and I'm just going to show how you clowns can't build nothing. You see a fictitious movie about Black Panther and next you think that you're capable of doing it. If Akon can't do it, what makes you think you can do it? And so, but I end up forgetting about them because they're so irrelevant. But I did go to their website. I did go to their Instagram. Nothing. They still haven't nothing. So I think if I really want to get a viral video, I would have to go up there myself. The only thing stopping me is I need another person to film, okay? To film me reacting to them not building anything on that line 4 years later, okay? Women playing an all-black community in Georgia after 400 years of racial oppression. What racial oppression? I promise you, if I was to do that video, I'd go out there to that land. You see how dirt and how messed up it is? It still looks the same way. So I'm just saying, they're just not capable of doing it. But when they do it, nobody's mad. Nobody is protesting. Nobody's wanting to go out there and try to sabotage it. It's all good in their little hood, if you could call it that. Anyway, but nevertheless, I want to basically show you the reactions from the white liberals or the white self-hating apolitical people. And this is what I want to show you, is that your own enemies, the people that's going to try to stop this from being successful, is other white people. They don't care if black people make an all black town or whatever. They don't care if they exclude whites, but they do not allow whites to exclude other races. Even the power of association seems to be available to everybody except for whites, and I'm against that. Like I said, I don't care about these people that's living out there. They want to build their own white community. Man, let them do what they want to do. I don't understand that hate, but wait till you see these videos. Check this out.
A whites only community. I keep seeing stuff across my Facebook feed that says that all these places are making white only communities. And y'all, I am so excited. I don't know about y'all, but I am so excited because I can't wait for these raggedy bastards not to be in our community anymore. Yeah, no, make your racist ass community and then take all y'all's asses there and stay there and don't come out and, you know, croak or whatever y'all are going to do while y'all are there. Whites only community. Get the fuck out of here. No, but no, I hope that works out for you. I hope that's exactly what you do. I hope you make this big community of only white people who hate all other colors and people that don't. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the hell goes through y'all's mind. Being racist is weird. Y'all are weird. I can't imagine not liking someone because of the color of their skin. Like, I'm white, and there's hella white people that I don't like. But hey, no, more power to you. I hope your white community really works out. I hope y'all go there, y'all stay there, and y'all don't ever come the back out here ever again. All right, y'all have a good day.
So they're trying to break ground on a whites-only community in Springfield, Missouri, as early as this year. Not literally in Springfield, Missouri, but adjacent. And they hope that they can build one of these cities in every state in the Union. It's called the Return to the Land Initiative. And my brain keeps breaking every time I say return to the land out loud. Because there's nothing about white people that screams return to the land. White people can barely go camping without crying. And I'm trying to understand the whole return to the land sentiment there, because it sounds eerily similar to return the land or land back for indigenous people. And after that Jubilee episode recently with that one white guy saying that white people are Native Americans, and he truly believed it and people clapped for him, I'd like to see them build this white city. But I would like them to not use any inventions made by any person of color or any immigrant. Like literally everything. Even down to the types of pets that they're allowed to have, actually. Because we don't want any immigrant pets. They have to be from America only. It's just bothersome to me, as a person who is white, to see other white people be so stupid. And the fact that they think that they can actually put one in every state. It's mind-boggling to me. At this point, I'm just starting to feel like any person who is not cis, straight, heterosexual, white, or male, you can't be all of those categories. I think we should just leave. Everyone just fucking pick up, give up, and leave. And let them see how horrible it actually would be. This can't be my reality.
I just want to point out that we went from not all Trump supporters are racist, how dare you, to yeah, we're fascist and whites only communities in 6 months. I'm used to being right. This is not one of the times I enjoyed it.
Did Missouri just travel back to the 1950s Well, this is Trump's America, so probably. According to new reports, a whites-only community could be coming to Missouri, with one already established in Arkansas. A man by the name of John Wesley Norton is trying to build what he calls a conservative, Christian, whites-only community outside of Springfield, Missouri. He says this community is for like-minded people. Let's be real, that means racists and segregation. This is in no way about values, this is about exclusion. It's about resurrecting white supremacy under the guise of freedom of association. And Missouri officials, they're silent, as you'd expect. They say nothing illegal is going on and it's private land. Since when did racism need a permit? If you're more upset about people protesting over the human rights violations of immigrants right now than you are about the resurrection of Jim Crow, then you're the problem. This isn't just a Missouri issue, this is a warning. Racism is alive and well, and it's buying land and building fences.
You guys, this is so wild and disturbing. There is a whites-only community being built in the Ozarks. I'm really disturbed. This seems like a reintroduction to segregation. So this community is located on 160 acres of land. It is called Return to the Land. There's about 40 people living on it right now. This includes people of law enforcement and federal agents. Nobody except for whites are allowed on this community compound. You also can't be gay or Jewish. And it is run by this guy right here, Eric Orwell. It's cut off at the top, but he is quoted as saying, "You want a white nation? Create a white town." It can be done, and we're doing it. It says over the last year and a half that they have been building this, what I'm going to call a compound. This movement started organizing online. In an interview with Sky News, this information was found out. I feel like I can't say that, but there were those in references on a public chat in Telegram. There was also 14 words, including and referring to this. And he seems to even go on and support Hitler. This is their symbol. Eric insists that what they're doing is entirely legal. He says it's a private club, so it's exempt from equality legislation. And just so you know, there are plans to expand this in other areas. I thought I'd leave you guys with just a little more information that you're probably going to want to pause and read from Eric Orwell.
A whites-only community. Segregation and racism will never die in the United States. There is a whites-only community. You can only live there if you are white and not gay in the foothills of the Ozark Mountains in Arkansas. A couple of you sent me this article asking me if I would make a video about it. I finally did a little research about it this morning, and here we go. And yes, it's absolutely true, and they're looking to build a second location in Missouri.
No blacks, no Jews, no gays. High up in the Ozark Hills in the state of Arkansas, dozens of people have been working hard, building houses and a new type of community. It's called Return to the Land, and it is a town open to white people only.
And ladies, don't worry. There's stuff for you to do there too.
And while the men do the physical labor, the women take care of the children who live here full time. It can be a very loving community if you're part of the community, but if you're black, if you're Jewish, or if you're gay, you can't be part of that community.
They can have their own communities, and they already do.
In case you couldn't hear, she said, they can have their own communities. They already do. And we'll give them credit for one thing. At least they don't hide their faces under the robes. This community was actually established in October of 2023. It's been around for a couple of years. The co-founder, his name is Eric Orwell. He said, and I quote, on a video on their Twitter page, "If you want a white nation, build a white community." And ladies and gentlemen, it sounds like paradise. I mean, they have cabins, roads. They have cabins and roads. They have wells where you can get your water. They have a community center and a schoolhouse. They have a schoolhouse. Good luck getting those kids into a college. Hey, don't be late for first period. Racism 101. Don't be late. They actually have 150 acres of land. There's about 40 residents. They have an Amazon wish list if you go to their website right here. And look, folks, I'm not saying go to their website and, make up fake email addresses and bombard them with ridiculous questions. But, if you so choose to do that, I'm not going to complain. And here's their Twitter page right here, the Twitter page. They have a whole resounding 7,000 followers. I'd be ashamed to go on there and make some comments, maybe ask them some racist questions. You can only live there if you have traditional Christian values and are of European ancestry. And as I said, they're looking to open a new community in Missouri. So look out, Missouri, coming to a community near you. I don't, it's 2025. I don't understand why this is still happening. This is what this is. This community is essentially this from the 60s, the 50s and 60s. That's what this is. Sounds like the ultimate MAGA paradise. MAGAs, why don't you all move to the Ozarks? You can have the Ozarks. Can we give the Ozarks to MAGA? Every MAGA, just go to the Ozarks. You can have your own politics, your own churches. You can just take over the Ozarks. The rest of us will have the rest of the country. Does that sound good, MAGA? This is what MAGA wants, everybody. Yep. I voted for Trump and I don't want segregation, but you side with the people who do. I said it before and I'll say it again. Not all MAGAs are racist, but all racists tend to be MAGAs.
I'm about to tell you about an all-whites community that is being formed in Arkansas in the Ozarks, but before I do, I just want to issue a trigger warning. This is extremely racist. This right here is Eric Orwell, and he is the founder of Return to the Land, the all-white community that they have built in Arkansas. The community already has 40 members, and they have over 100 that are already signed up and paid to move in as well. And yes, you heard me correctly. You have to sign up and pay to live in this community. That is how they get around the Fair Housing Act. I'm still not sure if this is completely legal, but apparently they've spent thousands and thousands of dollars of figuring out the legal framework of it. So, yeah. I'm sure you will also not be shocked to find out that among the 40 people who already live in there are federal agents and law enforcement officers. And the reason I know that is because when the journalist went in to do the story on this place, it was announced that there was law enforcement and federal agents, and they did not want to be included in the story. So Eric Orwell, that was in the middle there, the founder, big fan of Schmittler, by the way. He also believes that white people are being G-sided and are being taken out by the woke agenda. This community that they're building has a schoolhouse, has a community center, they do community dinners, they essentially live off the land, they have farm animals, they're doing everything that they can so that they do not have to step out of the borders of this community. And this is not shocking by any means in Arkansas, right? Because there are so many sundown towns in Arkansas and racism just runs extremely rampant through the state. Now, they also offer a $1,000 incentive for the people within the community to have babies. They want to continue to grow this population and preserve the white culture. Now, while I was doing research, I came across a possible other whites-only community that is being built in Springfield, Missouri. So now this is unfortunately apparently becoming a trend. And I absolutely cannot believe that I am reporting on this in 2025. Sky News is the one that got invited into the community to do the story. So if you go to their website or search this into Google, it will come up. The story is very well done. If you want to see the other interviews that were done, just know it's extremely disturbing to read through.
Oh my God, this is so triggering. We must do something. I can't believe segregation is coming. Win. Oh my God, the white savior complex is so sickening. Ugh. Anyway, there you have it, dear taters. Woo! I'm so sorry that you all lost brain cells listening to those stupid snow demons. But anyway, this is the enemy to the white race. And like I said, as a black woman, I don't care about these people. By the way, me and these type of people, these type of white people, we couldn't get down. Like I said, I don't gel well with white people who play the victim as the majority of this country and want to blame the Jews for their inferiority, okay? I don't believe that the good white people and the white people and the awesome white people, they don't blame nobody because they're too busy being awesome. Awesome white people, powerful white people don't blame. Inferior, weak people, cowardice, victim mentality white people blame others for their, I guess, their insufficient or inferior complex or the fact that they haven't achieved much in life. But anyway, let me know what you all think by leaving a comment below this video. I think this is going to be a long video. I got a lot of editing to do. But anyway, don't forget to give me a like. And if you're new to my channel, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to join me on my live streams on Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. See you then. Later, taters.
Daddy.